Greetings fellow Demon Slayers, this is Taimanin Mari here today with another Action Taimanin video. And for today's topic we have leaks, and more leaks. So I'm going to get right into it because there's a lot to cover and I want to give you guys all the information. Before starting, I want to say thank you to Curva. He's the person that data mined all of this and released it to the public. And I want to say thank you to Panda for posting it on my Discord server so I had access to it. So thank you too, and without further ado, let's look at the leaks. So we're going to start with Asagi. Basically, we have all of these new skills for the characters. I don't remember what they were called. Awakening skills, that leak that happened a little while ago. Well, we have video footage of them. So what I'm going to basically do is read what they do, and then show you the video. And after that, we'll show you the new character that's coming. So, it is called Shunshenka. It says, summons 5 duplicates that stab enemies nearby. The 2 set is for green says, knock back enemies with the attack. The 2 set for blue says, particle charge by 3%. And the 2 set for red says, increase movement speed by 20% for 10 seconds. So, let's give the skill a look. We have a little Asagi, and then a bunch of little Asagis. We'll watch it one more time so people can get another, they're pretty quick clips. Alright, so that's Shunshenka. Now, my issue with these abilities overall is, they were kind of leaked as awakening skills, so I felt like they were going to be OP, but it just feels like each character's getting another skill to their kit. It doesn't feel really drastic. Either way, next we see Sakura. Her skill is called Bomb Escape. Performs an area attack by spreading bombs while retreating. He does not have the set bonuses, but I'll still read what they do, regardless of not knowing the colors. So it says, bombs inflict knockback damage, reduce enemy speed by 20% for 10 seconds, burns the target, dealing 60% of the damage for 10 seconds. Ooh, that would go good with someone like Micah, if you're running Blue Asuka, because it just stacks with her burn and it keeps the status effect. That's not bad. Alright, and here's the ability. Whee! Oh, look at her little float at the end. She's so cute. One more. Woohoo! Oh, I love that. Oh, I gotta see that again. That float is so graceful. Oh my god. I may want to buy her now. Alrighty, moving on from Asuka. Next, we're going to come over to Emily. Luckily, her skill seems pretty bad, but who knows? It may be OP in actual practice. It is called Drone Shocker. It says, sends a drone that continuously attacks the enemies in the area. So, the set for 2 green says, drone advances forward. Oh, that sounds really funny. The 2 set for blue says, drone attacks. Knock back the enemies. Okay, so that's like a little CC field. And the 2 set for red says, reduce enemy speed by 20% for 10 seconds. So here we have a little bit of Emily. Sorry for the quality, guys. These are like data mines, so they're just going to look a little bit pixely or artifacted. Alright, we'll do one more. Again, like I said, these skills don't really seem super drastic. I mean, it's good. Like the knockdown and everything, the CC it seems to be putting off seems great. But I was just expecting, something really OP. When you have Awaken skills, it's like, oh man, what is that gonna be? Alright, so next we're gonna look at Kokuryuha. Kokuryuha actually does seem pretty powerful. So, it's called Stormfang. It says, throws a dagger that forms a tornado that continuously attacks the target. The 2 set for green says, reduce enemy speed by 20% for 10 seconds, ergo they can't get away from it. The 2 set for blue says, tornadoes pulls the enemies in. Again, they can't get away from it. And then red increases the particle charge by 3%. So let's cut on over. And we'll look at this. Yeah, that seems like it may actually be very good. Let's play it one more time. Ooh, big black tornado. That's a happy looking tornado though, I gotta give them that. So that'll be Kokuryuha's. Like hers looks like it'll be pretty strong, but some of them, like I said, it just left me like, that's it. Okay, so this is Muchan. Her skill will be called Tentacle Hold. It says, deals area attack by spreading tentacles forward. Makes the enemy groggy when slot effect is applied. I don't know what that means, when slot effect is applied. Well, it'll make sense when it actually comes out. But either way, it says 2 set for green. Restore HP by 3% of inflicted damage. Oh god, so she gets to be more tanky. 2 set for blue says reduce enemy speed by 20% for 10 seconds. And the 2 set for red says reduce damage taken by 20% for 10 seconds. Alrighty. Actually don't remember how hers looks. Oh, she just poops on you. Little Muchan poops. We'll do one more. Schmack! Alright. Sorry I'm excited for these, but I don't know, they're a little underwhelming compared to what I had in my mind when me and Ark talked about this in the video. We talked about what these skills could be and we had all these ideas and they just seem underwhelming compared to that. This is for my Eternal Lord and Master Shiranui. So it says, Rondo. Performs an area attack by sweeping the large area. Okay. That wording's just funny. But yeah, she does an area attack in a large area, so that, I mean, that's a good thing. She needs some AoE. It says set 2 for the green. Increase movement speed by 20% for 10 seconds. 2 set for blue, reduce damage taken by 20% for 10 seconds. And her 2 set for red says restore HP by 5% of inflicted damage. Okay, so this would lifesteal along with her Synquo, which isn't bad. Let's look at this. What does Mama have? Okay, now, this is the thing with Shiranui. Do you see that long wind-up? That's like half a second. So this is what me and Art complain about with her. I'm not trying to make this a video about bashing her, really, guys. I love her. But like that wind up, that's something that you would need hyper armor for. I pray to God that she has some sort of like hardiness on that blow, just because like if a bullet's able to stop her, the bullet would go off before she gets that off. But otherwise, like yeah, it's a nice big AoE. It's pretty. I hope it's good. I really do. But and I hope the damage is high, because she needs like a really high damage AoE, kind of like Emily and Renko have. But not to go on about Shiranui for a long time. I just like, this is what we talk about when we say she's just a bit slow. It's like pretty, but it is a wind-up. It's like, look at this. It's just like, woo. But if she has hyper armor, or any sort of way to shrug off a couple blows while doing that, I could see this skill actually doing really well for her. As long as the damage is decent. Next we have good old Oboro. So, it says, Blooming Carnage performs a lunging attack by slashing the enemies in front. We don't have what these sets actually correlate to color-wise, but as usual I'll read them off anyway. So the first bonus says increases damage by 10% for 7 seconds, not bad. The second bonus says increase movement speed by 20% for 10 seconds, also not bad. And the third bonus says make the target groggy. Again, not bad. Especially if, like, this groggy is 100%, unlike her other ability. I can't remember the name of it. But Ark and I talked about it in her video, where her groggy doesn't always go off. Hopefully the groggy on this always goes off, for people who want that as an option. But I do like the damage steroid as well. The only thing I could say, because it's Oboro, is I hope the cooldown is lower than her other skills. Because this seems like a nice skill she could just like go into, like say like once per combo, like even if it was on like a 7 to 10 second cooldown. But we'll hit play. Oh yeah, that's good, like because she jumps back, so you can kind of like use it to evade and then swing, you see? And it looks like it has a bit of a lunge on it. Yeah, I like this skill. I feel like I mean, because the way it hits, I'm assuming it's going to deal like a nice chunk of damage to the thing it smacks. I hope so. But even then, it still does have the capability to buff you. So overall, yeah, like, I don't have a problem with that. Like, it fits her playstyle. Next, we look at Renko. Good old Renko. What do you have, Meteor Mom? Okay, so it says Violet Slash. Immediately after the final attack, slashes the enemies in her path. So it seems like it's after a part of her basic attack. So it says 2 set for green. Increase critical damage by 50% for 7 seconds. That's new. Does anyone else have a critical damage buff like that? That's new, and that would go really good with Sakura, the new kitty waifu we have. Next we have the 2 set for blue. Increase damage by 10% for 7 seconds. Okay, so green and blue just make you a DPS-y waifu. And then red would reduce enemy speed by 100%. But it's only for 1 second. But if you can go into it out of her basic... Let me look at this. Renko's butt. Okay. Oh yeah, that's off her basic. Oh my god. She can just do it off of anything. Whoa! That's so good. It's literally a combo ender. Oh my god, it's like Johnny from Guilty Gear. Like he can end some of his combos by just like slashing through you out on the ground. And in the air he kind of ends it with like a slash, but not to really get into Guilty Gear. That's what it was. I was like, what is this reminding me of? It reminds me of Johnny. Oh, that's so freaking good. Oh man, Reiko fans are gonna love this. So her meteor, oh my god. The way it read was like it was just off of her basic, but it literally seems like it's just anything in her kit, or a good majority of it. That's her basic. That's I don't remember what that is, but that's meteor. That's her I think it's her red attack. Yeah, that's gonna be really good. Oh my god. Renko certainly didn't get shafted here. Oof, that's a good skill. And because of the way its nature, I don't think it's going to have a cooldown. I think it's just going to be an addition. And if it hits hard, oh man, that's going to be insanely good. Especially in arena. Oh, just letting the AI chain into that. Oh, that's so good. Okay. Next we're going to look at Sakura. I will say this one was the most underwhelming to me. So, it is called Shadow Phantom. It says, summons a Shadow Bear that attacks the enemy automatically for 10 seconds during an extreme dodge. The 2 set for green rather, says summons a Shadow Spider. Oh man, I'm actually into that. The 2 set for blue says summons a Shadow Toad. And the 2 set for red says increases the Shadow Bear's damage. Man. So here's Bear Dad. Now this, I'll say, you'll see why it's underwhelming. She summons him, then he just kind of like dicks around. You see that? Nah. So that would have to hit really, really hard. Because he only did like 3 attacks, 4, in a 16-second duration. So Shiranui's clone does a lot more in her small duration. We'll watch it again. Just to like make sure I counted the attacks right. It just doesn't seem like it's doing a lot in the time that it's up. So, yeah, 2, 3, and then like 4. So he also doesn't seem to pull aggro because the dude kept attacking Sakura during the whole thing. So those hits are going to have to hit really, really hard for this skill to really seem to matter. Because like it just doesn't seem like he's, you know, he's super aggressive. He kind of like shuffles a bit. Maybe it'll be more aggressive if there's like more enemies on screen. But we'll just have to wait and see as far as this one. This one, though, I was a little bit underwhelmed by. Next, we look at Sue. For some reason, her text is over on the side. So, this is called Kokuryuha. Performs a ranged attack with energy bullets that bounces between all enemies. Fires 2 additional bullets when slot effect is applied. I'd love to know what that means, this slot effect thing. Either way. 2 set for green. Increase damage by 10% for 8 seconds. The 2 set for blue. Reduce enemy defense by 20% for 10 seconds. That is really good. I mean, green and blue are good. And the 2 set for red. Gains super armor for 8 seconds. That is also good because Sue is super armor mom. Overall, I love the sets for this one. And I actually like this ability. I gotta go back in this case. There we go. I like how this ability looks because it's really long range. 2, it gives Sue like a ranged attack she can screw with if you want to like do her ranged. I just hope the cooldown isn't that long, because the way it hits like enemies, if the damage is like even like medium to high, you could kind of use this as a wave tool, which will really help her out, because from what I hear, she's kind of single targety and kind of glass cannony, and her super armor makes her more hardy, as well as being able to chain off of dodges and continue her combo. But with this, you could just kind of like sit back, relax, and yeah, that's like a full multi-hit. I hope the damage is high on this, because that could make this a really decent ability and kind of open up some new playstyles for her. Alrighty. And last but not least, my best friend. So, we have, her skill is called Ryga. It says immediately after the enemy attack, counterattacks with lightning bullets. Now, I'm going to say this, I don't like it because I hate skills that require you to actually get tagged once before you can use them. But either way, it says, set for green, knock back enemies with the attack. 2 set for blue, reduce enemy damage by 20% for 10 seconds. And 2 set for red, reduce enemy speed by 20% for 10 seconds. So I believe it was to this side for this one. So my good old long-haired Yuki, this is her skill. So while I mean, I just think she already has really powerful dodges, so I found it weird that they gave her a third dodge. Because Rakurai and Spark, they get the job done as far as like dodges, both are good to slot. But the other thing that bugs me is that she has a skill that requires her to get hit. So like slotting this, at least in PvE, is weird because you're usually away from them as Yuki, so really hard for them to just like hit her to the point that you're gonna need this when you could do any other dodge and just like use range skills. Maybe in PvP? Maybe? And it does seem like it focuses on it has like a focal point where it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna hit in this area. Let me read the things again. I already forgot what they do. Knock back enemies, reduce damage, reduce enemy speed. Yeah, it seems like it would work better in PvP for her, because those status effects could like screw someone. But again, I probably wouldn't slot this over like if you only have 3 skills is what I'm saying. I probably wouldn't slot this if you don't have a 4th skill slot. This definitely feels like something extra. But that's enough about my Queen Yuki. So, let's head on back. Now, we're going to go to the I Called It folder. I was right, everyone rejoice. It is Kirara. I called it from a mile away. I told you guys, limited supporter equals character. Do her little demon horns like flop in her basic? Like what was that? No, it was just her ponytails, her pigtails. So this is her basic attack chain. And for those who were wondering about weapons, yes, she just has like 2 balls, which is funny because I was talking about this with Ark in a private chat. Because he's like, well, she doesn't have a weapon, and I'm like, she could probably just use Catalyst. She's an Ice Magi. And here you see, she's pretty much using like 2 balls, which would kind of count as a catalyst. I don't know if that's what they're going to call them in game, but those are her basics. So let's get out of here. This is her first skill. Now I have the names of her skills, but I don't know which they pertain to, because that's just in a separate leak showing more goodies, which I'll show you after this. So we're just going to go through her videos and I'll kind of give opinions. So this is obviously a charge ability, and then she does a little conal AoE. She looks like she's trying so hard. Yeah. Alright, so that's that for that. Also, her hair looks very weird, like in AT form. Like it looks good in oh, that's cute. It looks good in anime form, but the pigtails, like with the long hair, looks weird here for some reason to me. It could just be the lower quality making it look funky. But yeah, as far as this skill, I could see that being annoying in the arena, because it's going to pull her out of harm's way. I think Emily can still shoot her, though, with that drone. But, again, it would all depend on what the actual skill effects are. We don't have those yet. But yeah, she floats overhead. So that's enough of this ability. Next we have skill 3. Oh, okay. Magic Waifu likes to throw punches. That's neat. That actually reminds me of Shadow Knight Fu Hua's ult. Obviously a lot less intense, but it's kind of like a reminiscent animation. You just kind of jerk forward and just start beating their face in. I hope this is very high damage, because I would actually like to use that. Oh man, that's cool. Alright. That's enough of that. Skill fall. What are you doing here? Okay, so she runs... I guess it's like just... She has some really neat looking abilities. I'm just like struggling to see how they may be good unless they hit really hard, because it seems really like single targeting on some of them. Where I was expecting more like AoE from her. So she runs up and she just claws. Okay, alright. I could dig it. This looks like an AoE. What's happening here? Okay, is that an extreme dodge or a dodge on hit? Those debuffs though. Let her do it one more time. That's an extreme dodge. And it looks like it gives movement down and defense down. So this definitely is probably your opener. Like when you're playing Kurenai. Wow, Kurenai. When you're playing Kirara, sorry, I get them confused sometimes. I would definitely say you're probably going to start with this, debuff them, and then wail on them with whatever else. Because that looks like it's really, really big for one. Really good CC, and it gives defense down. And I think the skill just does that by itself. I don't think this has anything to do with like her set bonuses, which would just enhance it further. That's really, really good. Oh, Kirara fans are going to be all in for her. Alright. Next. What is this? What? Oh! Okay. What do they do? Oh my god, she gets protection, boys. And the animation when she cast it. Oh, it's so cute. Alright, so basically, yeah, it looks like these are just in the immediate area around her, and anything that goes near her just gets smacked. So we'll just call them Minesweeper boys for now. It's basically Minesweeper. There's a mine there, and if you trip it, you get blown away. So that's a really good, like, spacing tool. It's good so she can protect her own personal area. I like that. Alright. So this is Def's a line AoE. Enough said. Okay. Again, like, it all depends on the scaling and how hard she hits, because a lot of these skills seem like single targety. But we'll see. I wonder how she'll work in Arena, though. That's another interest. I mean, I don't really care about PvP anymore, but I just wonder if she'll affect the meta in any way. So this is definitely get hit and then do it, because you see she takes the blow. So that's a dodge after hit. And it looks like she just counters with, like, a burst of ice. We'll watch it one more time. He just shows it from, like, two different angles. Alrighty. And this is the final skill. Okay, that's her launcher. Oh my god, that's really pretty. The only thing about it is she's airborne for a long time. So if you, like, miss your launcher or they have hyper armor, then you're going to be up there, like, and kind of just float down into stuff. But, you know, as we all say that about every launcher, so it's not anything new to people who have been playing a while. I gotta say, though, that thong, I've been trying to keep quiet about it, but there's a butt. Look at that. Look at all that booty. Oh, man. Okay, so that's enough. We've looked at Kirara. She's been leaked. I was right. I called it. Never doubt me. I'm the king. I'm the golden god of Action Taimanin. Okay, I accidentally clicked this. This is the last thing we're going to look at. So, as you can see, we have the names of Kirara's skills, but we also have the name of Ingrid Skills and Noah's skills. Yay! So Ingrid and Noah, like Ingrid, we already knew she was coming, but now her skills do have names to them. And Noah's skills are here, so now we're positive Noah is coming. Looking at the order that they're written in, I'd assume Ingrid is next, followed by Noah, since Kirara's at the top and we know she's next now. But we'll see. It could either be Ingrid or Noah next. Hopefully Ingrid, which gives me more time to save for my little Golem waifu. I'm so happy. I can have my Gremlin and Yuki and my Golem and Noah. Either way, we'll read the skills names and that'll be the video. So we have Frigid Edge, Frost Edge, Snow Veil, Snow Leopard Fist, Snow Leopard Sprint, Frigid Zone, Blossoming Fog, Glacier Drop, and Taimanin Art Frosto. So, if I were to buy Kirara, I would just do all Snow Leopard all day, just because, and then like probably like use that dodge that gives them defense down and speed down. Next we look at Ingrid skills. So we have Crescent Slash, Evil Heat Blast, Evil Blazing Blossom, Dark Flame, Evil Bloom, Evil Flare, Absolute Incinerate, that's really edge, Blinking Ember, and Demon Swordsmanship, which is probably her Taimanin art since she's not a Taimanin. Alrighty. And then we have Noah's skills, which I gotta say, as someone who loves like plays, I love the names of all of her skills. They're so freaking cool. So we have Robert's Revenge, Pinocchio's Prank, Juliet's Sneer, Caroline's Malice, Marauding Mandy, Amanda's Exile, Shady Straw Dummy, Harpy's Dream Shade, and Sinister Living Dummy. So overall, like, I love all these skill names, and it's fun to see like non-Japanese-esque names, because you know, like Asagi has like really crazy Japanese names, and so does Shiranui. It's cool to see like just kind of different nationalities represented, and like some culture in Noah's skills, because plays. Overall though, yeah, I'm excited. Like, I'm actually hype. I'm super hype. I pulled my kitty. It seems I have time to save for Noah, and now that I know Noah is coming, I will continue to save for her and her supporter. But yes, Kirara is next. I called it. I'm the man, Steve. And with that, that'll be the video. I hope you guys found it helpful or informative. And again, thanks to Curva for data mining all of these goodies. And thank you to Panda for putting it on the server. And also, yes, Panda, I will simp for Nui. Nui. I will simp for Noah to answer your question. Because he asked me if I'm simping for Noah, and I kind of started making the video and didn't answer him. So, if he watches, yes, Noah is my next big simp. With that, you boys and gals have a great rest of your day. Good luck in your gachas and in the arena. I hope you're as excited as I am. Let's get hyped, guys, because some good changes are coming to AT. And you boys and girls take care, and I'll catch you tomorrow with another video. Bye-bye.